We do love you, Leeds. Hey up, everyone. Welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds. How y'all doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Almost the weekend. It is almost here. Thank God. So I haven't really got much to talk about in terms of football and all that. I've talked, to be fair, this week with work, it's been quite tough again. I went through a bit of a tricky couple of weeks again at work. I've sort of just unplugged from the whole transfer nonsense. As I've said before, I've got a members chat and it's popping off and everyone's putting the bit in there, but I've sort of unplugged from rumours at the minute. It's all nonsense. It's doing me head in a little bit, so I'll get back to it, I'm sure. But we work, and I've been working on some bits, as you know, with this charity single that I've done. It's took a lot of time. I've really tried to ramp it up, getting it sort of ready, because I know there's a walk going on for Andy's Man Club in memory of Gary Speed in the next few days as well. So something that started a couple of weeks ago with the idea sort of catapulted into try to get it done quicker. And getting it prepared for getting out there while there's that going on. So yeah, so that sort of took my focus outside work. So this stream, it's basically, I want to touch on the walk. I've got a date set now, so I'm going to touch everyone on when we're going to be doing that walk that I've had planned, which I've mentioned numerous times on here. I'll follow the chat if you want to talk about transfer. If you want to let me know some players that have been linked in the last couple of days, now I'll have a bit of a chat with you if I know about them, if I've seen it in our group. You know me, just pop off and let me know what you want to talk about, and we'll just go through it. I didn't want to do much on, digging around today and looking at all the waffle that's going on to talk about. So I just thought I'd just come on. If it lasts half an hour, if it lasts an hour and a half, I'm all there for it. You know me. So we'll see who's in. Danny, smash like and subscribe. Hey up, Danny, mate. Hope you're well. Tesra, as always, you're a legend. Thank you. Can't wait for this. Yeah, so obviously, spoiler alert, I'm not going to be playing this song straight away. I'm going to be leaving it, let it build up a little bit. There's 23 in here now. Let's see if we can get a few more people in. So the idea is I'm going to play the song on here with the visual, with the videos that I've created with it, which has taken forever, but I'm really pleased with the outcome. And then as I get to the end of this video, I'm going to publish the video as a standalone video on YouTube. And within that description, it's got the link to go on and download and pay for the actual video. Of the song, to pay for the song, to download it as an MP3 onto your phone. I think it's £1.50. I think there might be like a 20p add-on for charges and stuff. I don't really know how it works, but all proceeds go to Andy's Man Club. So I'm really going to push this now over the next week or so. Really try and hammer home. You know what I'm like with mental health. It's like you see there to the left of me in the UK, we lose one man almost every 2 hours to suicide. Almost 12 of men a day take their own life. So it's something I'm passionate about. That I like being a bit daft, making parody songs, and I've always been a bit creative, but without the outlet or knowledge sometimes to get stuff out. So I've wrote some lyrics. I've used AI to bring my sort of vision to life, and I even tried singing it myself once I got it all together, the backing music and the lyrics, and it sounded okay, but it needed to be studio quality, and with the use of AI, I can make it studio quality, and it's took forever, but I'm really pleased with it. But yeah, so Danny's put some links in as always. Please check out Callum at Passion for Leeds, Sean at Wilco Whites, and Danny Rumsey, of course. Jammy's in the house. Hey up, Jammy. Danny Dovey. Hey up, Bestie. Hope you're well, mate. Mike. Hey up, Mike. One of his members there from chat. This is the guy that leaks us all the transfer shenanigans out about. Sorry that I've just admitted I haven't really been listening to the transfer rumours you've been posting, but yeah, they keep us entertained when I'm looking in there. But it's nice to stick my head and have a look what's there. But even in my Leeds answer to Ed Sheeran, Kepa has a $5 million release clause. Well, yeah, mate, I've seen that the other day. That's one I'd be all over, pal. Craig Longhorn, is that Mr. Longthorn? If it is, hey up, buddy. If it's not, hey up, buddy. Sean Ely, this is going to be off the charts. This song, please donate if you can. It's for a great cause. There's also hard work being put in it. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, like I say, I don't want it to get diluted down for the fact that I've used AI to bring it to life and sing the song. We all know I like to sing and I enjoy it, but once I'd got this version nailed, there was no way I was going to attempt it myself. And like I say, with this podcast mic, I'd have to go to the studio and pay a couple of £100 to get it all made into a proper single where, I ain't got the funds, I ain't got the time, and I can't better what AI sort of done for me. So I'm really pleased at the outcome after a lot of work. And Wayne Doran at Only Fools and SAFC is a good friend of mine now, the Sunderland fan, and he's helped me where to look and how to do stuff with AI, including the baby stuff I've been doing recently, including a lot of stuff on Canva and CapCut. A lot of the tools I use on, create my YouTube channel and bits and bobs. He's helped me massively with it. So thank you to Wayne. Evening, Matty Rent paid. Cheers, Lee. Thank you very much. Here he is. Look, evening, mate. I didn't know you were in chat, buddy. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Go give him a follow as well. Go give my mate Wayne. I know it's Sunderland, but we're gonna have a couple more battles with him this season. Martin will stay up, Martin. Angela, thanks for being here, evening, Matty. My guy up, boss. Now, Seasiders TV. Let's share this far. Yeah, I'd love it if possible. I'd absolutely love it to get this as far and as wide as we possibly can. I think you know me. I don't big up much that I do, or obviously it's not just all my work. Let's say Wayne's helped me out, and use of AI as well. But I actually can't believe that this has been created. So I'm so excited to sort of share it with people, and I sort of hope it hits you like it hit me and the couple I've shown it. 2025 and internet still cuts out, annoying. Evening, Matt. Evening, I hope Duncan. Hope you're well. Brookie, thank you. Renegade B, I am generally happy, but have the downsides. Yeah, you know what it is, mate. We all do, don't we? And sometimes it depends on, you sort of, everyone's got different tolerance levels. Something that might seem small to someone could be a massive to someone else. And I'm massive on that on this channel. I'm massive on it in my life. And at the minute, I had a wobble a few weeks ago, and that was just work related. To be fair, work related sort of brought it on, and then I found myself in a bit of a downward spiral. Luckily, I were out of it within a week or so. But yeah, I'm struggling the last few days with work and stuff, so I've really thrown myself into being creative, try to do things that make me happy, which the YouTube channel and this song, and creating little bits and bobs. That sort of keeps my mind going on positive stuff and being creative. Because yeah, I can take a bit of a nosedive quite quickly, Renegade. But generally, I've got note to not be happy about. Really, I've got a loving family, I've got beautiful kids, and I've got loads of good friends in you guys. So it's brilliant. But got to be, we've got to speak about it. We've always got to raise awareness, and that's sort of why I wanted to create something like this. So, Michael Pollard, good evening, Matt. Hey up, Michael. Hope you're well. Been there myself and not wish it on anyone. Nah, too right. I know, Lee. Sean Ely, this song ain't daft, Matty. It's unreal, man. Had me in floods of tears early in the members WhatsApp group. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I seen Lee. I'm gutted. He's happy to be number 2, I think, isn't he? Happy to be number 2 at Newcastle. Hey up, Joseph. Cheers, Danny. Only Fools in SAFC. If you want a bit of Sunderland content, he's a great guy as well. Go check him out. Smash and like and subscribe. I love it. I always say that, Jamie. To our Matty. I love that. Thanks, buddy. My daughter is at uni, but left her cuddly dog. I grab it at bedtime to hug it and makes me smile as I drift. That's sick, mate. I love that. Thanks for sharing, buddy. If anyone's struggling, all our inbox are open. You know that, Danny. Yeah, you're a big advocate of that too. Yeah, thanks for that, buddy. Jam, hey up, Jam. Absolutely, Danny. A problem shared is a problem halved, as they say. Yeah, and we talk quite a bit, don't we, too, Jam? Talk quite a bit. So yeah, I'm going to touch on the charity walk, give a bit more information on that, right? So I've mentioned it a few times. Some of you'll know, some of you won't. I did a charity walk 3 years ago when I was in my darkest spell of depression, and how I actually got through it, I think, is mainly down to what I was going through. I don't think I could have got through that walk if it wouldn't have been for those dark moments. I think I'd have tapped out. But it's probably the first thing in my life I'd ever set like an actual physical, sort of like goal to go do something. And I actually got through it. We walked from Old Trafford to Ellen Road. 45 miles. Went wrong way, so we added a couple of miles. I know Joe Wayman, I think, and Joe Blackburn, I think, are embarking on a bigger one than that. They're going from Newcastle, I think, to Ellen Road. I think I assume from St James's Park to Ellen Road in aid of Andy's Man Club on behalf of Square Ball. I think they're doing that for the next 3 days, 30 mile a day for 3 days. Honestly, I couldn't do it. The one day of 45 mile absolutely killed me off. But it's something I really, when I got a bit of a platform and this sort of took off, and I've grown friends in the space, I really want to make a difference to other people, not just come on here and I don't come on here for ego. I don't come on here for money. I don't come on here for anything other than my own mental health and raising awareness and making friends, really. So I really want it, the charity walk. I would love it if subscribers, viewers, friends of the channel, however you want to, name yourself. I want people to get involved. Anybody can do this walk with us. I want other creators, hopefully, family, friends. I'd love it if there's 50 of us walking up at Pennines. I'd absolutely love that. Whether you want to do the full walk, which it will take anything in between 16 to 18 hours. It's a tough all walk. If you want to do the full walk, brilliant. If you want to do 5 mile, brilliant. If you want to meet us as we come down Cherwell Hill and meet us for running, brilliant. I would love people who maybe don't want to do the walk. I would love people to be stood at Billy's statue waiting for us. I did it once before with a group who planned it, and there was no one waiting for us when we got to Billy's statue. It was really emotional to get there, and it was overwhelming. But to have no one sort of greet us, it left a bit of a sour taste because I don't know what I was expecting when I got there. I thought there'd be something. It felt like such a massive achievement that there were nobody there. And it was late. Don't get me wrong. It was about 10:30 at night. But I'd love to create something big and beautiful. And it's going to be split between Andy's Man Club again, and I'm trying to find a local autism charity local to my area. I've got a couple that I need to speak to. And sort of see what they do. We don't, obviously my son Jonah's autistic. We don't actually use any sort of facilities for autism. We don't go anywhere. But I'd like to learn more about smaller charities that could potentially help us as a family or help other families similar to us, maybe respite or just, somewhere where they can go and play. So I want a 50-50 split it between, Andy's Man Club, who I'm massively passionate about. I've been there. I've sat in the meetings when I was going through trouble and something to give back, for my son. So that's something I'm massively passionate about. The date for that, I don't want to do it on a Saturday, which was my original plan, because we don't know the fixtures. There could be a game. So the plan is it will be, I think it's, let me just check this from my phone also. Let me just check so I get it right. But there'll be a proper post going out about it. I'm not going to massively push it at the minute because we've got the Creators Cup and stuff like that. But I think it's 12 weeks today. 12 weeks today. Yeah. August. Yeah, it is. 5th of September. 3 months today. 5th of September. It's a Friday. If you want to come, if you're traveling from afar, if you want to, if I'm hoping maybe Darren and Dillo from all the Leeds Bros will come and do it. Obviously, I can't speak on behalf of them, but I'm hoping I get, Jam, you want to come from Wales and do it, I'd love it. I'd absolutely love as many people to come and, can you imagine how better than that sort of camaraderie, that friendly spirit, that Leeds spirit, all of us walking up at Pennines, wiping his feet as we walk out of Manchester. It'd be class. I'm so proud to be a Leeds fan. I'm so proud of the community I've got on here, and I think that's another way of giving back, another way of spreading that positivity and that feeling that I never want to go back to where I was 3 years ago. I never want to go back to that feeling, and this is something I've got to do to keep me motivated. I want to do more charity work as I get older, as I grow as a person, and I can't think of no better than having potentially an annual event, which I think walking from Old Trafford to Ellen Road, it captures the imagination, and I think if we can build on that year in year out with more friends, build, it could be something beautiful, guys. And I'd love to know in chat. You might already have said that. I'd love to know in chat if it's something that interests you. Would you put your hand up and come and take part? Would you put your hand up and do a stretch? Would you come and support us at the end? Do you mind, coming out at 10:30 at night and standing at Billy's statue waiting for us all to come to finish line looking a lot worse than where? Is it something that'd interest you? So I'm intrigued to see how you get on. Mind you, Danny, you know how to get in touch, Danny. Or if anyone else needs a chin, I'll get my number from Matty. He will have my number. Yeah, I have, Sean. Very kind of you, buddy. I find myself without someone to talk to other than the missus, as my mum passed away. That's these streams help during the day. Sorry to wear that, Jam. It's hard, isn't it? I've always found I don't want to speak to one's close to me either. I've always found that, if it's something that maybe affects them, something you maybe either slightly embarrassed about, something you're stressed about, something that might even have an impact on your loved ones, like it could be money or stress or something like that. I always find it harder to speak to missus. I've got better since the days where I was keeping stuff from the missus because I was too scared to open up and tell her, hiding letters, not being honest about stuff, and it adds up to and compiles and makes everything a lot worse. So I'm a lot more open now, but it's definitely difficult to speak to ones you love because you don't want to put any pressure on them, do you, or stress on them. You just want to harness it yourself, but not speaking is the worst thing you can do, isn't it, buddy? Stephen, have you got Priestley as a backing singer evening? No, I haven't, mate. Like I say, the voice is AI. The voice is AI, and it's a bloody cracking voice as well. Best bit of advice I had been given at the start of the year. What is, mate? I've missed that one. Mark, hey up, Mark. Thank you for dropping in, buddy. I'll be there. Cheers, Danny, mate. I'd love that. I would love that. Danny, I hope so, mate. You'll have to book some time off work, you bugger. You're always grafting. But yeah, I'd love that, Danny. You can definitely do a full walk, you, buddy. 100%. What to love a jam, haven't you? You have too many jams in chat here. I'll be there, mate. Ah, yeah. Class, mate. Class. Yeah, you're right, Mike. I'm training already, bro. We will smash it. Yeah, Mike's doing really well. Keep it up, buddy. You're doing really well, mate. Bit of love here from jams, isn't there? Look at these. I'd love, yeah, I know, Brookie. I hope you do as well, mate. I'd love you to be involved. So yeah, that's going to be 5th of September, a Friday. So if you want to get involved, let me know and get it booked off work. And like I say, I'll be sorting out some links and GoFundMe charity links and stuff for them charities. So I cannot wait for that. I'm really excited for that. I was speaking to Callum earlier, who's also playing in the Creators Cup and is actually looking more forward to walk than Creators Cup, which I was surprised about. But yeah, if I'm around, mate, I'll give it a go. Yeah, it's class, mate. That'd be class. All right, mate. Hey up, Andy. How you doing, mate? Liverpool fan in the building. Cheers for dropping in, Andy. How close to Morley will you pass? I've had I play putting my foot, so can't do it all, but would love to support 4 of us going to the Creator Cup. So have the cap on the floor. Oh, that sound, mate. I'll meet you at the Creators Cup then. That'd be nice to meet you, buddy. And yeah, I mean, when the last time we came, we went like through Cherwell. So yeah, we're just about there, mate. You definitely better nip out and see us. Who knows? We may even pass your front door, bud. We may even pass your front door. But yeah, I'd absolutely love it if people got involved and say wanted to walk with us or even just meet us and greet us. That'd be so nice. So nice to get to the finish line and see some friendly faces. Although we won't look very friendly because we'll be dying. Jam, I'll be more than happy to donate money to the cause. Just a bit difficult coming from Wales and how. Of course, yeah, 100%. Half of a fruit walk, mate. Mrs. Yeah, it's not for you, buddy. No, Jam, that'd be sound. Jamie, I was born and raised in Morley. Where are you now, buddy? Are you still there now? So, anyways, I haven't, like I say, I've not been massively in the loop with the transfer stuff. So, what sort of, is there any new links that have come out that are fairly credible that anyone's seen? Because if I'm honest, I really have switched off. I've seen Joe Wayman talking about Ramsdale quite a bit. Is that his preference or is that something that's been said? Matty, I won't be able to do the walk with our last, but can meet a finish line. Yeah, Danny, I'd love that. I would love that, mate. You can catch me when I fall off that line, bud. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Wow, mate, wow. I will call in the contacts as planned once you give me the go-ahead, Matt. Yeah, I know you will, buddy. I look forward to that. Ah, really? That was too good to be true, that wasn't it, Danny? That was too good to be. Ryan Kent coming in, I think. Yeah. Credible source. Good old Jam. For people who can't walk, we should set up a proper barbecue as close to the ground as we're allowed to, welcoming the boys. Oh, that'd be class, mate. That'd be class. Any sort of food, I'll be there, mate. I'll probably make me go quicker if I know there's a barbecue at end waiting for me. I'll do it in 6 hours instead of 16. Angela, 100% donating and helping in any way. Such a great thing to do, my Angela. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Like I say, I'm gonna wait till Content Creators Cup is out of the way, and I'll be mentioning it every stream. Links will be there. I'll be really pushing it because yeah, it means a lot. I've had it when I started the channel. It happened pretty quick. I remember going on Joe Wayman's subscriber show, member show, I think it was. And I literally went on with him and JT for about 5 minutes. I think you get 4 to 5 minutes. And they said I did really well. So I thought, right, I'm gonna give it a go. And that night when I decided I want to do it, in my notes, I wrote the name. Imagine Not Being Leeds, it was first called. Being instead of being. Because, yeah, as much as I like writing and I loved English, the way I speak sometimes, I thought it'd be funny because it's just where I speak. Imagine Not Being Leeds. And then I found out pretty quick it was stupid, so I changed it to Being Leeds. But I had the name down. I had an all-female panel show. I wanted that, which will be happening. Will be continuing into the Premier League season with Becky, Gemma, and Emily. I had the walk down. I wanted to do that as an annual thing. I had something else which is in the pipework, and hopefully you'll know about in the next month. I'm working on something else alongside all this. Something a bit different to bring, something I'm excited about, something else sort of bringing my creative side out. But yeah, I've got loads of bits in pipeline, and this was just part of it. This walk that I've had planned now for 8 months since I've had the channel. It's just been timing really with the Creators Cup and stuff. I run it by Joe Blackburn about 4 months ago as the Creators Cup sort of come up, and we decided I wouldn't push it too much because we had that in way first. But as that creeps up and it's not far off now, I can pick up with pushing my stuff. Pixau, I can't pronounce that. From Feyenoord, heard earlier, could be bollocks, mighty lad, don't believe much lately. Yeah, that's me, Danny. I've totally unplugged from it. And having a channel, it's been quite hard. It's been difficult, I won't lie. I've struggled with trying to. I love coming on in and talking. Like, this is more of just, me, a bit of a waffle. Come on, speak to some friends about, obviously play the single, which I'll probably think shut up and do. Just want a few more people in here first, really. But yeah, I like to come on here. It's therapy for me. There's no football. Honestly, I won't lie. I'm really struggling. It even says on the thumbnail, I'm like hugely missing Ellen Road. I've made no bones about it. My mental health sometimes for the good relies on Leeds United, which is bonkers, absolutely bonkers. That my psyche sometimes belongs to Leeds United. That I put all my eggs, all my mental eggs in Leeds United's basket because we know what they can do without just smash them up into a million pieces. But win, lose or draw, I just get so much from going to Welland Road, and I won't lie, I'm really missing that. It sounds selfish because when I go to Welland Road, it's time away from my kids, it's time away from my wife. I do say, I do this when kids are in bed and the missus is usually asleep as well when I'm on here. But when it comes to going to Welland Road, it could be middle of a Saturday. It could take away a good chunk. I don't go on the drink before and after. I'm not one of those lads who has the weekend on the drink for football. I'm not a lads. You probably know that by now. But when I go to football, it's maybe 4 or 5 hours away from family. But I'm missing it. I won't lie, I'm missing it. Which sounds bad because I'm technically doing things with kids and missus, but I really am missing football. And we've got a long way to go, haven't we? And that's sort of a depressing thought, really. So the fact that I aren't really interested in the whole transfer fiasco at the minute, plus having to, feeling like you need to push content and you can't have time off, but also not wanting time off because I enjoy doing this, but not having much to talk about has pushed me in a direction or moved me into a direction that's made me a little bit more creative with stuff with the AI stuff and creating little shorts and trying to show my personality off a little bit more because I'm just an absolute whack ball. But yeah, trying to push content out at the minute when I are massively invested in stuff. It's been a bit of a challenge, and I know speaking to Darren from On Leeds Bros, and he's feeling it too. They've got a great idea for a Saturday morning show, and I cannot wait, just as a fan, as a subscriber, as a friend, to watch that and hope it develops into a great show. I'll be pushing that as well for them. We've got to think out of the box a little bit. There's no wrong with doing the transfer rumours and all that. It's what you've got to do. Is what else can you talk about? But it's not for me. So I'll just talk about transfer rumours if it's 1 or 2 that I'm excited by. But at the minute, nothing's massively exciting me. So it is just coming on for a waffle. Look at the size of it. I love a good chuffing waffle. Smash a like, subscribe to our Matty. Thanks, Jammy, mate. Evening all out, Richard. A goalkeeper from Angers in France. Yeah, I've not seen that. Have you put that in chat today or what? Mike, let me down. I haven't heard that one. You probably have actually, I've just not seen it. I'll be smashing Jammy Dodgers down, make up a few minutes with a nice cup of tea. You might as well, mate. We've got that many bloody jammies in here tonight. You might as well. Where are you walking to and from? From Old Trafford, Richard. From Old Trafford to Welland Road, mate. So we'll be setting off at 6 in the morning, which is early. The last time I did it, there's a hotel right next to Old Trafford, so we stayed over last time, me and wife, and it was when England played USA in the World Cup that night. So we're meeting at 6 to start the walk, but the people we did it with got absolutely hammered, which you might think fair play, but got hammered to the point where they didn't turn up till 5 to 7. So a small group of us were stood waiting for 55 minutes in cold, not what you want when you know you've got a 40-odd mile walk to do. So that sort of peed us off and set the sort of like split the camp up. So instead of being like, I think maybe 20 of us, it ended up being like five, like three lots of about 7 people, sort of splitting off in their own bunch. A bit of animosity from off. It was quite funny because my missus, she's one of those people she can't hide an emotion. So yeah, she were fuming. And when they turned up, there was just no way we were walking with them folk because they were up till 4 in the morning still drinking sambucas now, and we were walking at 6. So they didn't take it too seriously. So after that, I enjoyed it. I went through all pain barrier. I hated it. I loved it. I cried. I sobbed. I phoned my friends. I told everyone I loved them. It was like that. It was mental of emotions. But I said I'll do it one day, and I'll do it with my people. I'll do it with my friends. I'll do it with my family. I'll make this an event. And it took me a while to get the confidence to obviously to where I am now, where it's even possible for me to do that. And with this channel now, it's hopefully an avenue I can go and make something about it, rather than going tagging along with others who I don't think give it the respect it deserved for what they were doing it for, and also the tough challenge it was. Some of the people dropped out after 8 mile, which I wasn't surprised at. You know, not everybody finished it because of state they were in. But yeah, I hope that I get the right bunch of people, which I'm sure I do, and we can all support each other. Because if you're not a supportive group, you're going to struggle, aren't you, to get through that. But yeah, Old Trafford, Twelling Road, buddy. Martin Wilson, Fofana, keeper from Angers, has been doing the rounds. Sound. Honestly, I've been well out of loop last few days. See, Arsenal are in for pack, so that means we are still. Yeah, of course it does, Richard. I see links with that. The fact it was 35 million quid made me think that we're probably out running anyway. But as soon as you wear Arsenal, you might as well switch off. Is it not rugby league season? Are there any other passions you have during this time, Richard? Yeah, I'm a big rugby league fan. It's sort of the game's got a little bit soft, and I know health and safety comes first in every walk of life, and I understand why. But I don't enjoy the game as much as I used to. Like I told you before, mate, I used to have a season ticket for Leeds Rhinos. Never had a season ticket for Leeds United. Went casually now and again to Leeds United because I haven't come through a family that, you know, went really. I've come through a rugby background. So I used to go all the time. Now I just go to the odd Rhinos game. But I get to every home game, you know, all being well with tickets and that to Elland Road. So yeah, it's been a bit of a change as I've got older, and it's sort of switched up my passions, what I'll prefer to the other one. But I've been going to more Rhinos games lately. But like I say, the passion's just not there for it. You know, I'll go to the odd, but it's just not the same, mate. It's just not the same for me. The missus loves the rugby, to be fair. But I just don't love it as much as football. It's boring about football, innit? I watched the Molly May documentary on Amazon the other day, and the missus wanted to watch it. Yeah. Yeah, fair play, Jam. Was it any good? Shut up. I am missing on Saturday without the foot. Yeah, it's I didn't think it'd be this bad, you know. But yeah, I'm massively struggling with that. Massively struggling. Even down to, and I know, like, I can see him whenever I speak to him every day on WhatsApp group, and, like, you know, it's me and Priestley WhatsApp each other every day. But, like, I don't want to give him too much credit because it can be an arse at times. But even just like that couple of hours, you know, where I meet my pal and we go for a drink before a game, we talk football, and I know I could meet him on Saturday. You just tend, because I haven't got football, I tend not to make plans. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't tend to just go off on a weekend when family are there. So it's like when I've got football, it's a given now that I go. There's no, I feel bad leaving kids basically when it's football. It's like a given now that I go. But like to make plans to do something else, I always feel bad, even though I can do that. It's not something I do. I wouldn't say to Priestley, I'm going to go for a couple of pints on Saturday afternoon, which I'd normally do when I go to football anyway. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to, you know, plan maybe every couple of weeks, just get out for a couple of hours with Priestley. The missus is off out on Saturday for brunch with girls from our Theo's football club. All parents have got together and they're all going away, which is class. So I'm looking forward to her. Our last doesn't do no either. She does a lot less than me, to be fair. So I'm buzzing she gets to go out on Saturday, and I'll hold the fort. Lee, won't be long before it starts again. Time goes fast. Yeah, and we've got stuff to look forward to, Lee. You know, I'm going to Dublin for the Milan game. I actually can't believe I'm even going. I'm absolutely stoked for that. I can't wait. So that's exciting. So I've got that to look forward to. Obviously, I'll be going to the Villarreal game. I'll probably be taking my young one with me for that. So yeah, I'm buzzing for that. Good lad, Matty. The Leeds Bros stuff is going to be off. Yeah, Sean. You think I don't know, mate? I spoke to Darren at length last couple of days. He's filled me in on literally every detail. And yeah, I'm super happy that you've got a little bit of involvement as well. I can't wait for it. It's going to be class. The transfer stuff would be okay if there was incomings we could talk about. At the moment, it's just real wild rumours. Yeah, it is, mate. It's hard to sort of see what's credible as well, isn't it? I'm hoping we don't sign Simicast just so Joe Blackburn has to do some press-ups. I don't really actually want to sign him. Yeah, it is in there, Matty Fofana for okay. Yeah, I did see that Fofana actually, mate. Yes, I did. I'm trying to get Matty to start following hurling, world's fastest field game. Hurling. Maybe I have to Google it, mate. Yeah, I'm agree. These are professional people, not chanced in previous years. Yeah, 100%, mate. 49ers, I assume we're talking about. Won't see any incomings until after July 1st, I expect. Yeah, Richard, speaking to Joe last week and a few lads in chat on that, and I think we may see incomings in June. If we do, it'll be later on. But I think it'll be after a couple of outgoings. The whole PSR deadline and all, well, the deadline, the whole PSR reset, whatever it is on 1st of July. It's quite sad now, isn't it, how football sort of become this. We can't just enjoy the game. There's so much more to it with finances and money and all that, and we've all got to be accountants too. It's honestly, it's very boring. Very boring. I want to, if you go to a pub for a chat with your mates, you want to be talking about, your best player, what a goal, just stuff about football. But instead we sat there now talking about PSR and his wages are too high and his wages double when we get promoted and how long his contract is split into 5 years, and you just think, who gives a shit? But it's what's football become, on it. No Marcelino Bates, yeah. Get a good pair of walking shoes and get the nicely worn out in the walk for your walk. How are your two boys? Yeah, thanks, Richard. Yeah, they're really good, mate. They're doing well. Doing well. Still trying to get through the assessment for the AHCP plan for our Jonah to switch schools to I was careful I word this, a more adaptive school for his needs, a school that specialises in his autism. So, yeah, we're hoping to get that through before end of the year, and that'll just make life a little bit easier that he's in a setting that's better for him. But, yeah, kids are all right. Artheo's loving life. Played 2 games at weekend, back-to-back football. He's now stopped. He hasn't stopped his training football and rugby for a week. He's clashing now where his football team and his rugby team are playing on the same day, and he's picking football now over rugby because he's improved massively in the last couple of weeks. So I'm hoping they can get the first win this weekend because they played first and second back-to-back games and lost by a goal in each. And Artheo side haven't won a game yet, so I'm hoping this weekend all dads and coaches are all in a group chat for Suns football and we've all been texting today saying getting right giddy, thinking my 6-year-old son might win his first football game because honestly, bless them, they've improved so much. It's so good. I wish I were a coach. Yeah, there's 4 of them, so there's no chance. But I've been putting my input in. I really want to be a coach, but there's too many people already. If you want clickbait, say there's a cup winner joining the walk. I did win a 5-a-side national tournament in the early 80s. Just put star. I love that, mate. I love that. A silhouette to keep. Yeah, I might have to be fair, I might have to do that. That's a really good idea. I love that, mate. Class. I heard the new kit has been released. My granddaughter over here. A mini kit each year. No, it hasn't, has it? There's been I saw a leak. Has anyone seen that home kit where it looks like it's Minecraft and it's got like blocks across chest? I seen that other day and I thought, I hope that isn't it. Obviously, the away kit is supposed to be taken off or designed to the Strongbow blue and yellow away kit in it. What always reminds me of Matt Viduka. I would absolutely love that. No, just rugby league, that's gone soft. Rugby union is the same. Was much better about 10 years. Yeah, well, mate, it was. But I understand safety and stuff. And I don't like saying it because obviously Rob Burrow, he's one of my heroes. And obviously with MND and what happened to him passed away. But I don't know if there's any scientific proof that he's linked. I don't know. But the head knocks or concussions, it's bad enough, I suppose, with all that stuff, let alone more serious. So I sort of understand it. But on the other hand, as a fan, the entertainment side's sort of gone. I don't know if it's just a sport where you know what you're getting into, really. And I've spoken to a lad recently who plays professional rugby, and he was saying, like, we know what we're signing up for, but there is people who get the concussions and they do sue and all that stuff as they retire and they have the health problems later on. So it has made the game softer, mate. It has. Don't blame you not wanting to watch those lot, mate. Matty and Priestley do some golfing. No, thank you. No, not with Priestley. It can be me caddy. Yeah, you need a lads' night out, Matty, from time to time. Yeah, you do, don't you? Like I say, I don't tend to make plans other than my football. But maybe I need to start making plans, My holding fort means he's moving cones away on her way. Yeah, I will. To be fair, mate, yeah, I forgot, mate. She went out, I think she went about a month ago and came with a traffic cone on a bleeding sweet. So we'll see what she does this time. Funny, mate. Nice one. Will be brilliant over there for that Malanga. Yeah, it's going to be class. I can't wait. Anyone else going, hopefully I can meet us over there. It'll be mint. So I Matt, we'll chat later on it, Matt. It's going to be funny. Yeah, we'll have a chat about it, mate. He's filled me with all ideas. It's going to be class. New because I've just signed a player, but isn't joining until July 1st. Ah, well, that's good, isn't it? The July 1st thing, if that's what happens, mate, I asked, as long as we can get stuff in place for them to sign on July 1st, that's the main thing, really. Don't want to not be, signing players or getting things in place for other teams to get a leg up on us. So, yeah, I don't mind July 1st as long as we maybe getting stuff sort of ironed out, mate, before that. Yeah, it's crap, mate. We need to be patient for these signings we do. I think they will have ducks in the row ready for them. Yeah, that's it, Richard. That's what we need to open it. That's what we need to open. Because a lot of other people will be doing it. That's what all other teams will be doing. Good to go and, get some sort of pre-signed, and then July 1st comes, and imagine that for an unveiling. Here's 8 players. Brilliant, my girlfriend's nephew. Hard for content creators with 49ers. They're so secretive. We'll end up signing people who we've never heard of. Yeah, we've seen it before already, haven't we, Robbie? But you know what it is? We still want to see content as well, don't we? So I haven't been watching much content. Obviously, as I've done channel, my content list, I used to watch everybody, has gone right down to only a few now. Sometimes I don't watch anybody on a given day. Depends how busy I am. And I don't like to get influenced by other people's opinions when something big happens as well. So I do steer away from it unless I've got a pocket of time where I'm at work and I'm doing something where I'm sat and I can sort of watch something. Then I'll bang Joe on's usually my go-to. But yeah, the content needs to continue, and if they didn't continue, we'd be gutted about it. So it's just difficult because there is a lot of people sort of mentioning it at the minute that it's crap. Try and be more creative and think outside the box. I've seen comments like that, and it is hard. It is hard. People report the news, and at the minute, the news is rumours. That is pretty much the news, isn't it? So that's all they can really do. Yeah, Martin, most drank and smoked back in the 70s and 80s. Brilliant. My girlfriend's nephew's got autism. He will be starting his special school in September. Yeah, they just need to get into a school that's more suited for their needs, though. They're simple as. We viewed one about 6 months ago, went and walked around one, and I came out in tears because I couldn't believe the detail, the way we walked around, just me, the wife, and Jonah. We didn't take Theo with us, so we could really just hone in on, have a look around and see how we felt in there. And it was just the way they acted, the way they spoke to us. Like when we go to the school is in now, the mainstream school, speak to the teacher, they do the best with him. He's got a one-to-one who's there just to support Jonah. But the way they speak to you, it's not. They're just doing the best, basically. They're doing the best. But then you go to a school that's, for children with disabilities and with special needs, and you go there and it's just up so many levels. The attention to detail. There's a room with, 3 sensory rooms in this room. There's a room where you walk in and the floor is cut out in a circle, and the floor is a trampoline and it's padded size. There's no else in room. They can just go in there and let it, if they're stressed and got anxious, just go in there and bounce and let all the sort of emotions out. They've got a petting zoo. They've got all sorts there. And you look and it's like if they're feeling anxious and stressed, they can get up and they can set themselves to a safe space. And that's what it needs. So I can't wait for that to happen. It's just such a long process. To say he got diagnosed when he was 2 with autism in middle of lockdown, we couldn't believe how quickly it went through for hearing about all the delayed diagnosis and stuff like that, and how long it can take. We couldn't believe it. But then ever since then, everything else has been difficult. We flew through, getting the diagnosis, but then since that, everything we've done has been so difficult. Try and get a pediatrician appointment. Try and get a dietitian appointment because he doesn't eat. His foods are so poor what he eats, really, but he eats what he eats. Can't really say no when that's all he eats. It's difficult. It's difficult. I coached the kids team for 8 years, Matty. It was one of the best things I ever did. Yeah, Jam, honestly, right? So I'll tell you a story. So last weekend, like I said, they played 2 games at Theo's side, right? They played on the Saturday against Second Knit League, and they played top of the league, right? Garforth Villa, who our Theo used to train with. And Garforth Villa, they're like the Man City of our area for kids football, right? So what they do is they set up training camps every Saturday, it might be Sunday, from 3+, right? So it's like seeing out of movie this. So I think we're going for about 8 months. And the 3-year-olds up to like, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8-year-olds. And what happens then when they get to an age like 5, 6 and they start playing matches, they've hoovered up most of the talent. So at the training on any given day, there might have been 35, 40 kids there from area. Artheo went and he didn't really make many friends there. He was loving his rugby more. None of his friends from school really went there. And then a coach from local team out in Bywater went to his school and handed off some flyers out. So he asked if he could move. And it was close to home and all that. So we moved there and all his class. So it's like he's in a team with all his class now, right? But it's funny. It's like they're just the underdogs now. You know, like those films you see from back in the day where it's just like American football team of kids and they've all got battered stuff on and they're like the no hopers sort of thing against the. It's like Rocky IV against Ivan Drago. That's what it felt like on Sunday because he played against his former team. And they get, honestly, the improvement in these kids, I can't even tell you, I'm dead proud. I said to parents on side, it was like I won at a Leeds United game, how it made me feel. The referee turned and came over to me and told me I had to calm down. There were only 6. I can't repeat what I muttered under my breath. I was fuming that he even did that. You know, I was like, referee, because a kid fouled my son and it was a foul and he blew, but they're only 6, calm down. But yeah, I found myself getting right into it. But yeah, they're doing really well. And said I lost by a goal to each side and they played back-to-back games, Saturday and Sunday. They worked the socks off. I'm so proud of them. I watched them train yesterday. They're getting better. And now they're playing the one side who hasn't won a game also. So we've all been chatting today thinking they might win this Sunday. They might win. And one of the coaches has promised all the kids he buys a McDonald's for everyone. So Artheo, he's been asking for a Big Mac and I'm like, you can't have a Big Mac, mate. You're 6. You don't have a Big Mac till you're like 16. You have a Happy Meal till you're 16. No, you don't, Dad. You're not having a Big Mac yet. You're 6. And then he went, well, if Lee's paying, if we win on Sunday, can I have him off his Big Mac? I went, of course you can, son. Of course you can. Sorry to go off on a tangent, but yeah, it's I'm getting that. To be fair, that's sort of filling the void for me at the minute. The feeling I got from watching kids play football the weekend were absolutely class. Revy had M&D as well. Might be just one of those things. Yeah, fair point, mate. Yeah, I actually forgot about that, but yeah, he had, didn't he? I was a coach for two pub teams 15 years ago, Saturday League and Sunday League. We finished 4 seasons in a row. Decent, Danny. Champions League football. But yeah, it's class. I absolutely love it. Whatever happens in the transfer market, we'll be here for your take. Channel is growing well, mate. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's nice and steady now, isn't it? I've got a lovely chat. I've got a lovely amount of subscribers who I actually think most of the people who watch my videos, I genuinely think, you know, we'd get on if we were neighbours, we'd get on if you lived over the street from me. I genuinely believe that. There aren't many people in my chat, if any, where I look and think I won't like you, I won't have a beer with you. Wherever you are in the world, like when you comment and we chat, I genuinely feel like I've brought the people into my space. They've been, I don't know, you've gravitated towards my space because we'd get on outside YouTube. That's what I believe. I can imagine you being a coach, Danny, giving them a rocket. Can you imagine? You were a goalie, weren't you, pal? Russell Martin at Rangers wondered if he can offload some of our Deadwood. It's mad that he's got that gig. It's mad. Anybody gives you shit about the channel, then tell them to give it a try and see how they get on. People love to talk. Yeah, Richard, they do, mate. People do love to talk. But also when you're in a position like this and you've got a bit of a platform and people watch and enjoy your content, you're always going to have... There'll always be a time, won't there? You know, there'll be times going forward where maybe someone don't like it, someone comments or whatever. I've just got to bear in mind and be careful sort of how I go about stuff. Put your Hansen's name out there as a potential keeper and Curtis Jones. I think we will have a similar pre-season to last season. A few surprises, few unknowns, but a competitive squad come kick off. Yeah, 100% competitive come kick off, mate. They'll get it right for me. Your Hansen, I loved him, mate, and then I watched him concede, 6 when we played Stoke. But to be fair, we were on fire that day. But I've always rated him. We should have signed him when they signed him from Rotherham. Stoke got him for £1 million, didn't they? We should have signed him then. Would love Essex to do our kits again. Yeah, mate, our friends at a special school, they're unbelievable. Yeah, I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. Yeah, I hope your friend's doing well, mate, there as well. I hope he's thriving in his in that setting. That's what it's all about. Just need to get Jonah there now and he can do it, hopefully. Jam might be like a scene from Mike Bassett where he lets rip in the dressing room. Russell Martin seems a familiar name. I'd have to Google it later. He's rubbish, mate. Hi, Matty. Hi, chat. Hey, up, Wayne. Hope you're well, mate. One of the funniest films, always cracks me up. Yeah, it's class, isn't it? Yeah, mate, very close to you, pal. Yeah, yeah, very close to you. Say my lad Paul, my lad Theo plays rugby at Kipax Ashtree. He plays rugby, but this Sunday he isn't playing rugby. He's decided to play football. But we were only up at Kipax yesterday, mate. Up at Welfare, sorry, Ashtree. Ashtree is a school. Kipax Welfare plays rugby for Kipax Welfare. We were up there yesterday. Mighty Ducks. One of my favourite films is Mighty Ducks, mate. I love them. Absolutely love Mighty Ducks. But yeah, that's what they remind me of. You look at them and they've just come on leaps and bounds as his side. And like I say, we're so close to that first win. And when that first win comes, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose my shit. I can't wait. Can't wait. So it's so rewarding. I just wish I could coach. I'm running up and down other sideline, you know, sort of throwing ball back in and go on, do this, do that. And I'm looking over coach thinking they're just thinking, shut up, you absolute idiot. But yeah, I get on my coaches really sound lads. How are they? I hope Michael. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, 100%. Love the underdog story. Don't worry about the shouting. I got offended out by a parent of a kid of another team as his son did it. Mate, honestly, Theo he scored on Sunday, but you should have seen tackle he did. Oh my god, the other lad were crying, but it was hard because Theo went in and he slid. There were only 6, and none of them slide. He did a slide tackle, won the ball. I think they must have gone knee to knee, but won the ball. Got up and carried on running and then went and scored it, Theo. So I was like, get in. But then I didn't realise the little kid were crying on the floor. So I really had to check myself. Another look from referee because there's a kid crying. I'm like, get in, son. But yeah, he timed it so well and it wasn't a free kick either. But it's class. Can Adidas just make a replica of your shirt, Matty? Beauty this, innit? Absolute stunning shirt. One of my faves. One of my faves. I know it's not a transfer talk stream, but I've heard LUTV want to offload Law and Dorigo, hoping to acquire Tyler and Beckford. How much do you like Beckford on, you know, on any form of commentary, any form of punditry? I absolutely love Beckford, me. Love him. Where is Greenwood off to? I've not seen, mate. I just know he's off. My name is Stephen. My Jammit is a little more cute. He's very cute, mate. He's very cute. Matty, check out the film Rudy. It's a great film based on a true life. Rudy, what's that about, Andy? Is it another underdog story, pal? Yeah, you have a nice, genuine vibe about you, Matty. Cheers, Lee. Yeah, it's class in here, innit? It's class. I've got a really good bunch. It's class. There's no toxicity. Paul, do you support? Oh, Danny, shut up. Up the LS26 crew, on and on and on. Yeah, doing another Kipax Astrian, my local. Yeah, I'm sure I'll see you at some point then, Paul. Can't see what you look like on there, but you have to give me a shout if you see me. I'll buy you a pint up at Welfare. New fixtures out in 2 weeks on 18th of June. That's going to make it all. Yeah, and that'll be a stream that everyone will talk about, and that'll be one that I'll talk about though because I'll be excited. There'll be 20 shows of on the same day of the fixtures. I can't wait for fixtures to come out. It's dead exciting to see who we're playing opening day, when we're playing Scum away and stuff. Because Danny, my mate Danny Dovies, guaranteed me a ticket for Scum away. I don't know how. Danny, what I'm going to do, mate, I'm going to give you a list of all the games when I go away to Scum, Liverpool, Sunderland, Tottenham. They're the 4 that stand out. Outside that, we'll have a chat. The Flying V, I am Goldberg, the goalie. Smash and subscribe to our Matty. Thank you very much. Please do. I'm almost caught up to the comments, and then I'm actually going to play the song. Then we can talk about it then for the end of the stream. Why don't you look into it, the coach? Said, yeah, to be fair, I have done. I've looked into how you get your badges and stuff because I actually think it's something I'd be really good at because I'm passionate about it. Because if I'm passionate about it, I'll see how to end. Usually, I sort of dip my toe in and out, and I don't commit to something, so I don't finish a lot of stuff I start on one of them. But yeah, watching kids down there, honestly, I absolutely love it. At the minute, there's one main coach and 3 parents, but I think the main coach is moving on, and 3 of the parents who've been there long, obviously their kids have been there longer, are sort of doing it now. Jaylee and Matt, and honestly, I absolutely love them to bits. They're absolutely class guys, so good. I'm so chuffed they're, coaching me some. I don't know what they've got. I don't think one of them's even got anything, to be fair, but he's just got the passion for it. So I think he'll be going through stuff to sort of pick up. So I might have a word with him and have a look, and might just get it anyway, just so I've got it if an opening comes and I can sort of help out, because I'd love that. Give this man a few more likes. This way you are here, so just go and do it. Thanks, Richard, mate. You're a legend, man. Thank you. Thanks so much. Might screaming at the kid, get you diving sheet. Yeah, American football. I love them movies, mate. I love all that. I love it. Crap season though. We had that shirt, terrible title. Yeah, it was. It still doesn't let me buy it. Spending 40 quid at JD though. Does your kids like play cricket? No, I'll be honest with you, mate. He's never played it. But I guarantee you, Richard, if you give him a ball and a bat, he'd absolutely love it, mate. 100%. So I don't want him to try cricket because I've only got so many days a week. At minute, Tuesday's football training, Wednesday's rugby, and then he's got sometimes Saturday, Sunday rugby football. So sometimes it's 4 times a week. He wants to do boxing. I've had to say no because literally I can't get home from work every single day in time to do it. But he'll probably end up doing boxing next. That's what he wants to do. Scum away Boxing Day, imagine. Do it, mate. List will be done. I'll sort it. You know I will. I know you will, Dovey. I know you will. Yeah, I actually think that too, Lee. I actually think that too. Who was not back for being too small to play with for the college at Notre Dame, but for his dream. You would be good at motivating the kids, mate. The Passion You show, not a Jesse Marshall. I don't know, mate. I probably would be like Jesse Marshall. Be passionate as anything, but probably shite with tactics. Can't wait to listen to it. Matty, was your driving on the ring road on Sunday near Pudsey Farnley? Wayne, maybe. I can't remember what I did yesterday, but I'm from Farnley originally. Yeah, I was. Pudsey. I went to Asden Alcoats. Ring road, past Matalan. I used to work at that Matalan when I was a kid. No, Matalan in Wortley. I used to work there when I was 16 to being 18. Yeah, he will be a good coach to teach kids. Cheers, Lee. It's something I think I'll have to look into. Jam Matty. 43 in the chat. Yeah, please stick a like, please subscribe. Right. The song. Oh my God, honestly, I'm so nervous. I've been waffling because I'm nervous. I assume there's more than 2 likes for the game, but sometimes it freezes. I hope so anyway. Please be more than 2 likes on this. So I'm going to post the video of the actual song and the link. I would love everybody in here now, everybody who watches this after, I would love you to download it. The track is £1.50. If you haven't got it, that's fine, but it's £1.50 to download it if you're able to. I think they add a little percentage on it, so I think it's £1.80. And they take a percentage. I think it'll clear on PayPal at about £1.20. I think they take about 50p or something like that off for whatever fees. I don't know. But all the money that I get for it is all going to Andy's Man Club. Every penny. Every single penny is going to Andy's Man Club. I don't know if it's going to do 20 quid, 200 quid, 800 quid. I've got no idea if this is going to fly or not. I've shown it to about 6 people and 4 of them have cried. Maybe one of them. It's taken hours and hours. I'm not the singer in this, just so you know. But yeah, the song is my song. I've worked on it tirelessly. I've had the idea for a long time. Here we go. Please enjoy the visuals to this. It took me ages last night. I went up till 2 o'clock this morning finishing this off. But this is it anyway. White and Gold. The ballad of Gary Speed.
Run. Away goes Speed. He's got a start on them all this time. Go on, Gary Speed. Get one yourself, son. And what a great goal.
He wore the white with pride and grace, a Yorkshire lion in his place. From Mellon Road to distant fields, a heart of steel, a soul that heals. He rose with youth, he led with might. Number 11 burning bright. The crowd would cheer, the cop would sing, for Speedo's magic on the wing. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still, in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story is told, a hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you forever proud, forever true. Ooh, yeah. In 92, we touched the sky. Champion's dream, we watched it fly. with Batty Strachan and McAllister too. But Gary, we always look to you. You gave us hope, you gave us fight. You lit our darkest days with light. A gentleman, a warrior bold. Your legacy will never grow old. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story's told. A hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you forever proud, forever true. Fade, your name in stone will still be laid. At Ellen Road, your spirit walks in every match, in every talk. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story's told. A hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, true, forever Leeds, forever you.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Emotional watch, big time. I hope that hit like it hit me. Making it, putting it all together. Yeah, tough watch, but I hope it did what it was meant to do. I hope it hit you right on the heartstrings. And yeah, I hope people will download it. All money going to Andy's Man Club. The video will be up after this as a standalone video with the link in the description. I hope people will go buy it. I really do. Yeah, I'm going to actually set it going now. So I'm uploading that video currently now. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Let me see what comments say. I don't even know where to go with that. That's why I kept it towards the end, because it flattens you. I love it, but it flattens you. So it does something to me. I hope you guys feel it too. I'm sure you do. I weren't lucky enough to, sort of be around in that era. I've watched his bits. I've read stuff. I've seen. I know he's an absolute legend, and I remember a lot of my memories of him playing for Newcastle and stuff. Growing up, and it's more the story really, and how everything. How it ended for him. You all know, people in this chat, what I've been through, and I came close myself to sort of doing what Gary did, unfortunately, and I'm still here, and he's not. It's sad, and he's got a young family, and it just hits so hard. It really does. So the lads, lasses, whoever's going on that walk tomorrow for Andy's Man Club, and I assume the two Joes that we all know, Wayman and Blackburn, will be putting plenty of stuff on the socials. I'll be donating to them as I put stuff along the way. I hope there's plenty of social media sort of over the next few days, sort of pushing that. I'm hoping people will get behind this song. Not for me personally, but for the charity. And I know there's a lot of work going into it with them doing the walk, but I would love the video, the song to be seen by many. I think it's such a beautiful song. And me, I don't toot me own on. Most of the stuff I put out, I don't really back myself. But this song did something to me. The way it sounds, the way the visuals. I say I was still doing that till nearly 2 o'clock this morning. Took a lot out of me, a lot of energy, a lot of emotion. But I really think it's worth it. And I just want everybody else to sort of feel it too. So let me get through chat anyway, because I'll be well behind now. Another banger coming, Matty. Here come the tears. Yeah, Sean, you've already seen it, haven't you? Tezza with the hearts. Be very proud, Matty. This is awesome. Thanks, mate. Anyone needs a chat, mate, drop us a message. Drop us a message. You in on your own. Love this family. Cheers, Callum. Cutting onions, Danny. I know, man. Hope you're well, brother. This is very good. Cheers, Jammy. Pure class. So once it's I would love it once it's uploaded this, if you can get the link and share it to your family, share it to your friends, share the link about, let us all do us bit to get this song heard, get this video seen, and get money to a charity that is close to my heart. I've sat in these meetings. I know what people go through. I've been through myself. It mean a lot to me to be able to, as a community here, give to charity, a charity that means the world to me. Really good tune. My thumbs up, got my approval. Thanks, Wayne, buddy. Thank you. This is brilliantly. March on together as one. Jam, my thoughts, Matty. Class, lump in my throat stuff. Thank you. Thanks so much, man. What's that? Wayne Doran's just donated a $5. Thanks, Wayne. And Wayne was a big part of why that song sounded like. Wayne's helped me out massively with where to fully maximize my potential using AI and where to be able to bring stuff to life, lyrics to life. Wayne's Sunderland fan, Only Fools in SAFC. Go check him out. What a guy! He's just donated a $5 to that. So thanks so much, Wayne. It means a lot. Wayne's got a cracking song as well that he did last week for his channel as well, which he's got for charity. So go check him out. I love Wayne a bit. It's his class. Me and Wayne will be doing loads of content next season. Remember us when you're rich and famous, mate. I'll never be that, but I'll always remember you. Don't you worry. I'll always be right here. Be proud of yourself. Thanks, mate. What a lovely tribute you got me. Very personal and real. Credit to you, mate, how you download it. It's now live. The video now, I think, is live. I think. What's that? Just need to tweak that door. It's not live yet, actually. Visibility, public, save. I think now, I'm hoping now that is ready for everyone to view now. I think it's on there now. You're saying it's been on 7 seconds. So I don't mind if you drip out of me. Have a look. See if it's on there. If someone lets me know if it's come up. I'd love that. I'll get through comments. But yeah, I think it's £1.50, maybe £1.80, I think, with charges. But please download it to your phone. Please play it loud and proud in your car. I absolutely love it. I'm so proud of it. Thanks so much for all your support, man. It means, honestly, it means the world. It does. Amazing, Matty, not a dry out in the house. Thanks, Duncan, mate. Legend, Mark Stuff. Danny Dovey. I remember being at Forest Away when we sang Speedo, all for the second half, topped off with a goal at Leeds. And Danny, those memories, mate. Oh, Gary, class that, Matty says. Lee, thank you, mate. Really is good. Hairs on the back of the neck, stand up. Yeah, I was close to tears again for probably 10th time. Send a copy of Alan Shearer. They were great friends. Then he might spread it further. Yeah, Andy, it's hard, mate. Not many people pick up on messages and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Not many people actually. Yeah, I don't know. I've messaged a few people already, even in our space. I'm still waiting on replies. So I hope I hear back from people in our space, because I'd love the other content creators to push this as well. I really would. Yes, Matty. Matty. Cheers, Martin. Thanks, Mike. I'm a blubbering mess. Have I made you cry, Danny? Lovely video. Cheers, Richard. The video took so long as well, editing clips, downloading bits, trying to avoid copyright as well. It's a very difficult thing. That video took me almost 4 hours to do. So a lot of hard work's gone into it. So thanks so much for looking past the fact it's not me singing. There's a lot goes into making something like that. So I'm actually buzzing. Thank you. Matty, you've seen who Leeds I link with from Millwall? No, I haven't, but don't be winding me up. Speedo. It does hit because of how it can happen to anyone. That's it, mate. That's it. And it hits me for that reason. It's not even just the fact he's a Leeds player. It's just the fact he's a man who's got a family and he's not here no more to raise his family. That's what gets me. I want to give a shit if he'd play for Scum. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. The story behind the man that's not here no more, and it goes beyond badge on your chest. It goes beyond that. Just so happens he's a legend of our club. but he could have played for anyone. The story, knowing that someone's left kids behind and felt there were no way for him to carry on, just gets me. It just gets me. So I just, because I was that man. I was that person. I was that man. Please, if someone's struggling, pick up the goddamn fucking phone and speak, for God's sake. Yeah, Sean. Echo that, mate. Gary's spirit and all other past player spirits will always be with us and will carry us through in the season to come. Well done, mate. Cheers, Michael, mate. Speed was a class player, so good. You know, the emotions of making the video were tough, right? But actually, like, watching the clips, it was an emotional roller coaster of 4 hours trying to do it. But actually, watching the clips of his face smiling when he scores, how good was he in air? Like, I knew he was good in air, but who's that good in air? Unless they're a centre-half or a centre-forward. Number 11, rising like a salmon, like, so good in air, like, such a talent. Brilliant, Matty, honestly. Thanks, Jam. Proper goosebumps. If you don't mind, I'll play it again before I leave. We'll go out with it, if you don't mind shedding another tear. Because obviously when you download the song, it is the song. But I hope everyone is able to get on there and see. I'm going to have a quick look, actually. Just make sure the links come up and that. Because, you know me, I say I'm not a tech whiz. I'm doing all this AI stuff. I am a massive tech whiz when it comes to what works on YouTube and what doesn't. So I'm just checking that actually has the clickable link. Because sometimes it plays up and it won't be a clickable link. Here's the link to download. Please work. Get in. It works. It's there. I did it right. Yes. I did it right. But yeah, thank you so much, man. Good song. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, he did, mate. He did. Am I right in thinking he crashed his car when he was at his lowest, I think? Still around in it, so hopefully he's doing well. Love the track, Matty, but love it even more seeing what it means to you. Very emotional moment, mate. Thanks, Jason, mate. Thank you. Means a lot to me, mate. Hell of a lot. Hell of a lot, buddy. I'm 54. I remember Speed well. Great player, gentleman. Emotional. We all loved him. Yeah. Just so sad when I know it's a long time ago now when it happened. You watch that clip there and it feels like yesterday. I remember, you know, when it happened and how I felt in that moment. And obviously then I didn't. It was pre any sort of mental health problems I'd had. I hadn't experienced anything. Whereas now, being a dad and being there, when I see clips, when I hear his name, it does something to me now because I love Leeds so much and he's a legend at club, obviously. But then because now I am that dad, I am that man, I am that bloke that struggles. It's massive. It's massive. Yeah, and it's just such a shame. We'll get another era like that. Yeah, 100%. I mean, my mate Sean at Wilco White, who we know well, you know, he always talks about Wilco era as his favourite era. You know, I can't recall those memories. You know, I was 5 in '92. I can't recall those memories. I can't. Just the clips, and yeah, I'm very envious of people around that Wilco era, around those early '90s, the Revy era that I'd obviously missed as well. Yeah. Mark Silverman, love you, man. I was in 1990, but my brother, I was born in 1990, but my brother used to watch all the Wilco era season reviews with my great brother on VHS. Will they be, mate? Andy, I was lucky enough to see him live and often see him in and around Weatherby. Oh, man, that's class. Have you actually met him in person, Andy? That's class. Angela, oh my goodness, I'm speechless. Absolutely pure talent, what a wonderful tribute to Gary. You've worked so hard doing this. You should be so proud. Thanks, Angela. Thank you. I didn't want it to get watered down because it wasn't me singing. I didn't want people to think, oh, it's just AI. So much goes into creating a song that's via AI as well, you know. It's not. Yeah, I'm so glad it's been perceived how it's been perceived, that you all appreciate the song for what it is, and you know that the time and effort it's took to make the song, the lyrics, and obviously the video. So thanks so much for your comments. It means a lot, man. I always remember the sky. Yeah, Bryn Law, mate. Like I say, I clipped that up in there, didn't I? And that gets you every time because it's so pure, that moment, because he's trying to deliver the news. It's his job. He's trying to talk about the breaking news, what had happened. But it's his best, it's his friend, it's his family, you know, it's his heart, and he's braving it up. And it's such a pure, emotional moment that you can't have nothing but respect for the man to stand up and do that, you know, when probably every fibre of his body just wants to not even open curtains, not even get out of bed, because is flawed because his mate is no longer here, and to have the mental steel to sort of go to work that day and know you're going to break down, but be brave enough to break down and be vulnerable enough to show that side. Law in that moment, unreal. And that's what we need to do as men. That's what we need to do as people, you know, men, women, whoever you are. We need to all just embrace. We're gonna face dark times. It's not all gonna be good. It's life. It's a roller coaster. But speak about it. You know, educate people. You only move. You know, people only know the way forward because of someone else's mistake, and we've all got to speak out. And I love that he did that interview. I love it. As sad as it is to watch. Plus, puts life in perspective. You can have nothing, but you can also have everything. But mental health affects us all, no matter who we are. Yeah, Michael, 100%, mate. 100%. I'll upload it for sure. Thank you. Like I say, I think it's all downloadable now. I'd love you once this is done to go download it. I would honestly love you to. And I'm going to push it, as you can imagine, on my socials now to try and raise as much money as we can in our community that we've got here for a great cause. Yeah. Me and my daughter's cuddly dog, thank you. Getting my original white Speed Thistle shirt out for tomorrow. Met him, Vinny, and Gary many times. Need to sleep now. Love and best to everyone. Chins up. Chins up. Renegade, thanks so much for being here, man. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words. Met Vinny and Gary, you lucky bugger. Have a good one, mate. Catch you on next one. Only Fools in SAFC, there he is, my mate. Go check him out. Give him some love. What a guy. I adore Marcelo, never cry over 69-year-old man. When's the full album out, bro? Yeah, well, you've heard the other one. I have got another song, an Imagine Not Being Leeds song, which is going to be chopped up for an intro. That's how it started, really. What can I make a song for an intro? And then it developed into that, pausing that one to move on to this one. Video just popped up good. As a person who produces music, I know the time you put into it. Yeah, cheers, Jason. It took a while, that, mate. I ain't gonna lie, it took a lot. So I appreciate that. Class tune, mate. Got me all emotional. Ha. Nailed it, mate. Well done. Cheers, Wayne. Love you, man. Thank you, Wayne. Hey up, Mark. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you enjoy doing well. Thanks, mate. Glad you enjoyed it, buddy. Glad you enjoyed it. Imagine Not Being Leeds. I am not, pal. I sent it to your Instagram DM. I'll check it. Honestly, I rarely go on Instagram. I'll check it out, mate. I'll see what you sent me on there. He was still so young as well and had a bright future. Yeah, that would it. It looked like, you know, for me, it'd have gone right to the very top of management for me. It would have done. He started the Wales trajectory where they went under Coleman. They did. I was speaking to Jam, who's in chat now, the other day on a voice note, and he said the same thing. He said to me, Matty, Coleman got all the plaudits for that run Wales went on. It was all started by Speedo, and everyone knew it. Played every position apart from goalkeeper. I bet he played that in training. Matty gets the award for the hardest working man in Vidland and also for the most emotional man in Vidland. Yeah, I'm emotional, mate, and I'm hard working. I'm definitely both of them, pal. I'm definitely both of them. Thank you for noticing, man. Yeah, I'm definitely them. I can't deny that. Leeds and Welsh, she will always have a place in my 100% Jam. Just like you, mate. That Bryn clip gets me every time. It does, Ina. It does. Arse Ripper, hey up, mate. Great song. Got it playing now, pal. Oh, class, mate. Class. I'd love, like, say, next time I'm on here, I'd love to have you chatting, saying you've been listening to it on car or work. You've been, you know, don't get me wrong. I don't want to make you cry every day. Hopefully, without the visuals, it's a song you can enjoy and not have that. Not be cutting onions like Danny said earlier. Don't want to be crying every day, do you? Don't want to make Danny cry. Don't want his mascara to run. There we go. Honestly, sure, we're not saying wavelength. I remember him on Football Focus with McAllister the day before. Yeah, like, honestly, like everything we're fine, Danny. Like everything we're fine. And that's the scary thing about mental health, you know. Maybe if you've got a drinking problem, you maybe can see it. You know, there's a lot of stuff in there, you know, gambling. That's always something you can hide. There's loads of vices people use and stuff. But when it comes to genuine mental health, whether it's drink, drugs, gambling, stress, money, worry, whatever it is, if you're really good at masking it and hiding it, You can get by with no one even knowing, and you could be dying inside. I'll always remember that story that come out over a year ago now, and it's a dead sad one. And I don't think correct me if I've got the details wrong, but I'm pretty sure the last home game against Southampton, we got beat, before that playoff final, we played Southampton, didn't we? The last home game, I think, this season. And the bloke went missing, didn't he? And I think he took his own life. And he was on the drink. He went out with the boys at the football game. It's like me and Priestley going to a game, standing in Peacock, having a few pints, and going to a game, and then just not going home and knowing potentially all day what were about to happen. And that absolutely breaks me. That story absolutely breaks my heart. And I'm sure they got details. I'm sure that's what happened. And his mates couldn't believe it, because how the fuck does that happen? Look at me sound, he were fine, absolutely fine. But he didn't want no one to fucking know. He didn't want no one to know he was struggling. It wasn't no one's fault. Oh, is that what he did, mate? Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? Evening, Adam, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, pal. I was only 5 months, unfortunately, 92, to miss the great era, but my dad always talks about, I bet he does, mate. I bet he does. Wilco needs a statue. My mate Sean says it all the time, Lee. Says it all the time. Not enough honour on his name. Jason, I was trying to explain what it's like to be a Leeds supporter. The best I could think of was having a Leeds badge in place of a heart. Yeah, mate, that's actually a really good way of looking at it, Jason. Yeah. Class that. I shared on my socials. Cheers, Mike. Yeah, please, everyone, spread it about WhatsApp groups, on your socials. Let's make a big dent in this as a community, man. Cheers, Tezza. Was lucky enough to be around during the speed era at Leeds. He was some player and member of one of the best midfields we have had with Bats, Strax and McAllister. Those names just unreal, Duncan. Unreal. I can see where you're coming from with me going through a trauma and still struggle at times. Yes, Stephen. I know, mate. Just keep going, buddy. Keep going. You're a really good man. You've got it, buddy. You've got it. Yeah, a bit of love there for my mate Wayne. If you don't talk, the drink and drugs can take over, help with the pain. Yeah, mine's food sometimes, but no, it can. You find other ways, don't you, to try and cope with it, and it's usually bad ways that mask it for a bit. Thing is, you can mask it for a bit, but it gets worse, doesn't it? Opening up and talking about it may feel awful at the time. But over time, it's ultimately you're going to get better from doing that. But at the time, opening up and telling your partner something you don't want to know, or opening up and telling someone you're struggling is a lot worse than just going and having a drink. I'll worry about it tomorrow. I'll be fine tomorrow. That's how some people deal with stuff. Yeah. Evening, Sean. Jam it. I smoke a lot of weed, Lee. Really helps me out. Legal over here. Is it legal where you are? I've never even tried it, mate, before. Okay, go. I'm reading that and thinking, is that even all right? But if it's legal where you are, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Members club, yeah. Here, say I never push it, and I'm not even pushing on anybody. Our members WhatsApp groups cracking, absolutely cracking. Yeah, the community I've built over there, honestly, the chat. I don't even think I've got a subscriber that I won't let lay on my sofa. I absolutely love you all. It's class, absolutely class. Leeds fans out there. What should I have expected other than just absolute solid earth people? It's class. It's true when people say the loudest and happiest people in the room are the ones that are struggling. Does anyone remember that advert? I think it was Norwich. Norwich nailed it with that advert. Best advert I've seen for mental health ever. Some of you have seen it. I wish I had it to play, actually, but two people going to football, it shows you game after game, and it shows you going through seasons with winter and summer. Two men sitting side by side, every game, season ticket holders at Norwich. One of them, life and soul. Other one sat grumpy, miserable for full clip. Right side down in dumps. And then you see it slows down, goes to the last scene. the grumpy one sits down, and then you're waiting for the other guy to come in and sit down, and he don't come. And it's just showing you there that, it sort of leads you down garden path to thinking which one's not going to show up. And it turns out to be one who were the absolute life and soul, and the one who looked sad and down and a bit quieter was the one that sat down, and then he takes his scarf off and puts it on his mate's seat. And that is such a great advert to raise awareness for mental health. That proper got me that. It was a long time ago. Maybe it's been about 7 or 8 years. Maybe that video's been out, but that would a really good advert, that, or clip, to highlight it. Gary's story is a classic example of not talking to someone about what you've got going on in life. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know. None of us know what we're going on, but it's not as big a deal as what eventually it became, is it? Let's be honest. It don't matter what it'll have been. It's no compared to what's happened afterwards, and for his family and friends, it's awful. It's awful. But if you haven't experienced it, it's hard to explain. I'm still here, thank God, but it's hard to explain when you just feel like you can't talk to anyone. Like I say, you all know I'm best pals with Priestley. I didn't even speak to Priestley in this time, and he messaged me, and I'd message back, but yeah, nah. I think he'd know now. If I went back to there, he'd probably see a drop off, because we're closer now than we've probably ever been. Even though it's been my best mate since I was a kid, but then try to forge his own lives and stuff, and growing up, and he probably didn't realise. Whereas now, I think he'd probably know by the lack of conversation and stuff, because I'm out there now. I'm back to feeling something like I used to feel before. Me wobble, if not better, with this channel's, probably improved me even beyond that, and I'm proud of myself again, and that all stemmed literally from the kindness of a stranger that led into me opening my mouth and talking to people about how I'm feeling and what's actually going on in my head. And all of a sudden now I'm sat here talking to you, lovely people. Robin Williams, mate, nobody knew he was suffering. Yeah, one of the funniest guys that's ever walked the earth, pal. One of the funniest guys that has ever walked this earth. If you cry, Matt, you'll send me off again. Crying is healthy. It's a great release. Yeah, laughing, crying. Really, it's just donated £5, whatever that is in your. Oh, thanks, Sean. It's been beeping a lot, so if anyone's donated already, thank you. I'll obviously check afterwards. Sean, love you, man. Thank you. Love that. €5 is £5. I ain't got a clue. I know you're only joking. He loves it. He loves it. Yeah, please stick a like on. Please subscribe. I just remember, hey up, Lord. I remember watching Bryn Law breakdown live on Sky Sports a week in Leeds history. I will never forget. Yeah, horrendous, mate. Horrendous. Hope you're doing well, Lord. Jason, Cruel World. Beat the Cruel World by finding someone to chat to. Matty, did you find that making your song was cathartic? I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I don't want to embarrass myself, but I don't even know what that word means. Therapeutic? Does it mean that? Sorry, probably just made myself look a tool. I don't know what that means. I always thought because I think of odd things. I always thought when I do a YouTube channel, there'll be someone one day write a word that I don't understand, and it's taken 8 months. There's been a few, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I genuinely don't know what that means. Tracks of My Tears, great song. It is a great song. Has everyone seen the portrait of Speedo in Bramley on the side of the building? Yeah, it's worth a look. I pass it every day and smile at myself. Such a shame. Great talent there. Love you, Mark. Just like the song on YouTube, Mike shared it on X. Thanks, Michael. That's what we need to do. Share it about. Let's try and raise as much money from this community as we can for Andy's Man Club. The song needs to be seen, needs to be heard for me. It does. Let's get it out there. Thanks so much for everyone's nice gestures and everyone's that's downloaded so far. I'm buzzing. Yeah, I thought I did, mate. I thought I did. I'm not. Yeah, you see. Yeah, I don't know. It was stressful because I wanted it to work so bad, and as I'm spending hours after hours, I didn't know if it were going to come out in my edit. You know what it is, right? So if I'm totally honest, I know I have undiagnosed ADHD and a touch of autism. I know that from going through everything I've gone through with Jonah. I just know. I've been told by the paediatrician when I spoke to her at length about Jonah and stuff that she's sort of said, I think you are, but it'll take forever. So I ain't bothered about getting diagnosed, but I know how my mind works. I struggled in school with certain subjects and bits. My problem was my younger brother Jordan was 4 years younger. He has dyspraxia, which I know Sean Ely's got in chat. We spoke about it before, I'm sure, and he struggled massively at school. I mastered it. I mastered it. I could just about do enough. In my years, it was ABCDs. I don't know if it's the same now. I think my stepdaughter, it's numbers now for grades, and I was like projected C's, but I ended up with D's pretty much across a couple of C's, but D's. So I was just marginal, which a D it meant no really. It was C or above, and I got I think I got 3 C's, 7 D's. So I was just average. I could just about get keep my head above water when no one really asked no. But my mind would never switch off, never. Like, and I never spoke about it with my mum because she always had her hands full with my little brother. So I've always had a really creative imagination, but never known how to connect the dots ever. And I've got a few things now that I'm working on. Obviously, this song's been one of them. I've got some more songs I'd like to do, and I don't want people to be afraid of AI. A lot of people have thrown shade on it, and I didn't understand it up until about 5-6 weeks ago. Honestly, I haven't touched a laptop since I was 16, a computer, sorry, since I was 16. By the way, that video and that song was all done on my mobile phone. I didn't use this. I stream on the only thing I use a laptop for is to stream live. I don't touch my laptop for any editing I do for any of my videos. It's all on my phone. Probably amateurish. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just blagging my way through. So I'm really happy how that come out from my mobile phone. But yeah, like I say, it's with this AI now and getting a bit more creative online and doing stuff, I'm able to connect the dots up, how my mind works. I start something, I have a great idea. I cannot get it out of here onto paper, I struggle so much to get it out. So I have a lot of anxiety because of that. I struggle with a lot of trying to accept who I am as a person, knowing that I've got so much more I can give, but not really knowing what avenue to take. And like I say, in the past, I've always been someone who'll start a project or start something and it never goes anywhere, and I give up. And I've always said I'm a sayer, I'm not a doer. I don't just do things. I say it, I'm going to do it. I try it, and then it never happens. So with bits like this, it's amazing how with the aid of AI and little bits that I didn't know you could use before, that I can get what's in my head out, and that makes it more emotional, therapeutic. Yeah, when you see it done, but how the therapeutic side, it's more the pride and joy that I feel, because that before would have just been write some lyrics down. That looks all right. Now what do I do with it? And it just goes, it just goes in a drawer, goes in bin. When I was a kid, I used to write songs when I was a kid. I used to write poems, love letters to girls who would never look to. I remember writing a love letter to a girl for Valentine's Day, and she was the girl I fancied in class, and I knew she had a boyfriend who was the hardest kid in the class. And I walked up to her at break time and I give her a love letter in front of a boyfriend. And he didn't even give me an ID. He just laughed because I'm this chunky kid with a mushroom haircut. So he won't threaten, so he won't bothered. But like, that was me in a nutshell. He used to always write stuff down, doodling and stuff. But yeah, I'm really buzzing how that's come out with sort of like my creativeness. Chucked in with a bit of AI and knowing sort of where to look and stuff. I sort of feel like I'm able to get out what's in my head, which has frustrated me for years. Because I haven't been able to do it. I know Adam's similar. Adam's really creative as well, and he's brilliant at all this stuff. But me and Adam talk a lot. We're quite similar in a lot of ways. I was there when Bats broke down next to Strachan and McAllister. It stays with me all the time. We'll share it on my socials. Thanks, Danny. Had genius to Matty's accolades. I don't think so. It took me 5 seconds to find a word I don't understand the meaning of. Still haven't passed level 2 English. Dr. Cox, I have ADHD and my family think I have autism, but the doctor said no to the autism, going for a second opinion. Hiya, mate. I've decided not to go down that route yet. I would like, if I am, I would like to get diagnosed. So if my son Jonah has any difficulties as he gets older, maybe accepting it, why am I different, Dad? Anything like that. I'd like to be able to say, don't worry, mate, look at me. And then he'll be like, bloody hell. Don't want to be like you, Dad. I'm joking. But it'd be nice for that side of it, but it's a long process and it's going to take years. So it's not at the top of my list at the minute. I just am who I am. But when you're young, like our Jonah, he needs the diagnosis to get the assistance, because he needs help, to get to his ceiling, whatever that is, whether it's up here, whatever his ceiling is, he needs that aid to get there. My ceiling were like a bungalow, but maybe I've just about hit it. I've been also told I might have it. Never thought of it myself. Yeah, I mean, I didn't realise, mate, until going through it with Arjona at all. I didn't even know what it was, to be honest. I still have the photos of the scarves and flowers around the Bremner statue. It was overwhelming to see. Yeah. 5 years of waiting list for ADHD when I inquired. Yeah, mate. I've even heard it's higher than that, mate. So yeah, you're probably right with that. It's massive. Yeah, I was able to hide it. Was just average in school because of my dyspraxia, but it helps with my creative side of my brain. Yeah, I think that's how a lot of us are wired. You know, people have ADHD, autism. They do have a creative side to them. Some of them are super creative. It's just how to get it out. How to get it out. I've done some stuff. The text to video is crazy. Yeah, you can make films. I hadn't explored that, mate. Maybe I should have done that for Gary Speed clip. Instead of 5 hours, it could have took me 5 minutes. Adam, I get told I've got ADHD every other day. My mate went private to get a diagnosis, and the difference the medication has made for him is huge. Really? Yeah, I know this medication for ADHD. I spoke to Mrs. about it with Arjona because he hasn't been diagnosed with ADHD, although they've said he is. He will have to wait for that diagnosis. But with him being young and the way Arjona is, he may need medication. And the missus is like that. But we've sort of agreed whatever the professionals say is best will do. But yeah, it seems odd to think of potentially medicating my son, but we'll just go along with whatever they advise, innit? That's all you can do, innit? Yeah, he is, man. He's a legend, is Sean. I was loving my bits. It's good to air these things among friends and family. Communities like this are the best way to get things off your chest. Relative. Yeah, 100%. 100%, Jamie. Thanks, bud. It goes to show that it's not all about how much it costs to put a vid out. I think most people would agree with me that we just watch you chatting with Leeds peeps. Yeah, that's it, mate. You know me. I just like chatting with you guys. I don't profess to know it all. Yeah, the song's gone straight onto the YouTube Music app. Has it? What's that even mean? Is that good? I don't know what that means, but we'll chat after a bit. Thanks, Boss. They're telling doctors not to recognise mental health now to stop benefit. Yeah, well, that's a bad side of society, innit? There's a proportion, a small minority of people that use it to push a false narrative to try and get advantage over other people and other stuff, and money usually is the devil in it. So yeah, Michael got, I work for a charity, Matty, working with people with mental health and autism. I've done numerous courses on autism, which gives you a great insight. Matty, doing a foundation course on autism will help. To be fair, Michael, I have thought about this. I spoke to Mrs. about it, so I know there's like online courses you can do. I did a lot of research, just Googling and stuff, early days, because I didn't have a clue, anything about it, if I'm honest. And I have thought about doing some sort of course, an online course to do with it. So it is something we spoke about as a family, mate, and it is something I may look at again in the future, 100%. I know, Danny, I have learned to talk to people the last year, so that's struggling with stuff. Matt's helped me a lot offline, and Danny too. Cheers, Sean. You know I'm always here for you, buddy. Part-time job be good for you, Dr. Cox. Yeah. Me and Matty, massively similar. Yeah, Adam, we are. You're a lot smarter than me, though, pal, but we are very similar. I do like us chats, but cricket's took priority. Bloody cricket. Cricket friends. Don't have time for these late-night Leeds friends anymore. I'm only joking, but I'm not. It's kind of true. I can't believe I'm trying to replicate fish and chips with breaded cod and steak fries for tea tonight. Think of me when you enjoy your next chippy tea. Give over, Jam. I ain't a legend, Matty, or you are a legend, mate. Your class can make films on AI. Forget Tom Cruise when Matty isn't. That's it. I'll be airing the premiere. We'll be sat here watching an hour and a half AI film. No, funny, man. Hey up, Jay. Need to catch up soon. I've been doing good recently and sorted myself a new job and finally starting to feel happy and confident in myself. Yeah, I know you've had your battles, mate. You're a close friend of mine. I've known you a long time. But yeah, we will have to, mate. We'll have to catch up soon, buddy. I'm glad to hear you've got a new job sorted, Jay. Yeah, Mike. Could be Tom Cruise in Top Gun. Imagine. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Don't think they do leather jackets my size, lad. Well, I've really enjoyed tonight's stream. The song is quality. Take care, everyone. I wish I could kiss you all individually. I wish you could too, mate. Thanks, Jammy. Enjoy your peculiar tea. You would make a good counsellor, Matt. I've done counselling courses myself. Oh, thanks, Lee. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I can only talk about my own experiences, and I'm a good listener. So if that made me a good counsellor, then thanks for that, buddy. Yeah, appreciate it. I agree, mate. I agree. I've always been the angry one. Now I use humour to vent my anger. You just don't want to be the subject of a joke from me. I think you're a cracking bloke, Lord. I think you're a cracking bloke. Anyone up for replacing Adam? I know you would be, Richard. I know you would be. So anyways, I'm going to call it there. I am going to play the video again to play us out, but I am going to leave it there. I have had loads of emails popping through. I think it has been doing quite well on there. So yeah, please, if you can, please download and buy the song. I would love it to know you listen to it day to day. I'd love that. And yeah, please just support it. Please push it. Please try and get more eyes on it, because I think it deserves it. And thank you so much for everyone that's been in. Yeah, I'm getting off now. But thanks, Jason. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in. I really appreciate it. Literally was just a waffle. I'd note to talk about when it comes to Leeds United, really, other than this song and the walk that's coming up in September. But thank you for staying with me. Thank you. Top content, I love the tangents where you go off on in living. I'm living 2,500 miles. Oh wow! And it's the closest I get to chatting shit in the pub. ADHD to fuck. Learn to embrace it. I love that. Thanks, Bash Bates, man. Class. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Jammy. Evening all, and take care, people. Thank you so much. Right, I'm going to play us out with this again. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much. Please download, please spread and share. So, night.
Run. Away goes Speed. He's got a start on them all this time. Go on, Gary Speed. Get one yourself, son. And what a great goal.
He wore the white with pride and grace, a Yorkshire lion in his place. From Ellen Road to distant fields, a heart of steel, a soul that heals. He rose with youth, he led with might, number 11 burning bright. The crowd would cheer, the cop would sing, for Speedo's magic on the wing. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still, in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story is told, a hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you, forever proud, forever true. We touched the sky, champion's dream, we watched it fly. With Batty striking and McAllister too, but Gary, we always look to you. You gave us hope, you gave us fight, you lit our darkest days with light. A gentleman, a warrior bold, your legacy will never grow old. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still, in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story's told, a hero draped in white and gold. Oh, Speed, oh, we remember you, forever proud, forever true. Fade, your name in stone will still be laid. At Ellen Road, your spirit walks, in every match, in every talk. Oh, Gary Speed, you live on still, in every chant, on every hill. From Leeds to Wales, your story's told, a hero draped in white and gold. true.